Hello everyone, my name is Alexandra. In my last video, I opened up Loki from the Thor Roanoke series. He's a little android. In this episode, I'm going to turn my android into an android doll. Not only that, I'm going to change him to the Loki in the TV series, so he's going to be what I call the TVA Loki. I've taken his faceplates and his head from the Thor Roanoke android. I've also bought myself an Obitsu 11 body. I got some super glue because the head peg does not like to stay into the neck hole. I also printed up some patterns from this beautiful book for Obitsu bodies. This is the male book. There's also a female book. In this book, I've taken out the t-shirt pattern with the little tails, the coat pattern, and some pants, which I ignored the back pockets with. I picked up some white knitted fabric, some gray, and some brown. I also made sure to get some fray check so that the edges stay nice and neat and also helps me with sewing. I've cut out my patterns for each piece. I'm going to start with the shirt, then I'm going to do the pants, and finally I'm going to do the jacket. Awesome. Putting these aside, I'm going to show you a great tool to use when you're putting your patterns onto fabric, and that is this Disappearing Ink and Mark Be Gone pen. I find the Disappearing Ink portion I'm in a very humid area and it can disappear real quickly, so I usually use the Mark Be Gone. I'm also going to need some tiny buttons. These are 4mm buttons. I have a 5mm snap, some iron-on vinyl, and some printable iron-on vinyl for dark t-shirts. And I've already made a little iron-on vinyl for the variant and cut out these pieces for the patch in the front. The cool part about using this patch is that it is completely waterproof, so you can wash your garment and the printable vinyl does not smear. And I'm going to put it on the jacket. So to put it in the right place of the jacket and to get a better adherence to the fabric, I'm actually going to put it on the fabric before I start sewing it together. So what I'm doing right now is I'm cutting out the seam allowance of my pattern, and then I'm going to trace it on my fabric. So I know where the seam allowance is, and I don't end up putting my patch where it's not supposed to go, where it actually gets sewn on top of. So I really wanted that to be in the perfect place. So I'm going to use my Disappearing Ink, which will disappear real quickly, but thankfully it will stay on there long enough for me to put my patch. I go through these pens quite often. They're almost $10 a piece, and I go through them like candy. It is a very expensive piece. You could use pencil, but I find pencil to be a little bit harder to wash out when it's done. And this little TVA patch is only 8mm in diameter. It is super tiny. Look how tiny it is compared to my fingers. But I was able to get a lot of detail in it, and I'm really happy about that because my printer just was able to pick up all the tiny details, and you can literally read what it says. It's really good. So I placed it where I kind of want it, and then I'm also going to cut out the seam allowance for the back so I can put his variant decal on the back. And this decal is actually just printable vinyl. It's for a Cricut machine. I took it to my Cricut machine. I created it in Illustrator. Then I took it to the Cricut, had it cut it out, and then set it aside so that I can put it on the shirt. For the printable t-shirt vinyl, I had to do that one by hand. I could have done it, the variant portion as well, but I found after testing it out, using the printable vinyl on the Cricut was just, it just wouldn't work. So I had a lot of difficulties doing that. And so what I ended up doing is just having one be the t-shirt vinyl, which is the t-shirt iron-on for dark fabrics, and then one the iron-on vinyl, which is the orange vinyl for the back variant. What I'm doing is I'm taking some transfer tape and I'm going to transfer the variant from its backing card to something that I could easily iron onto the back of the shirt. So I'm going to put it onto the variant information and then use my pen to basically push all the bubbles out and push it onto the tape. Then it will come off that back real nicely and I can easily put it where it's supposed to be. See, look, it's a little to the right, so now I can put it here and it looks a little bit better, but I'm going to mess with it some more so that I can get it really nice and straight and hopefully don't get it stuck to my fingers, because my fingers can be a little bit sticky with all the fray check that I end up using on these pieces. So I'm going to take this aside and I'm going to press it with my heat press at 375 degrees Fahrenheit, I believe, and for about 10 seconds a piece. I'm just going to do it a couple of times. And now I have already sewn all the pieces together. I didn't really want to take you through that process. It's a very long and tedious process. I probably did 4 variations of each just to get one garment. So, and I also had some of these beautiful Oxford black shoes, and I thought they were just perfect for the outfit. I don't remember what exactly he's wearing, but I thought the Oxford shoes were really good. And the fact that they're black kind of goes with the jacket a little bit. I was really concerned about the jacket. I first thought it was supposed to be a tan, but it looks like it's supposed to be gray. Why it's not tan, I don't understand, because gray and brown, a gray jacket suit and brown pants, that is just an interesting combination. So I picked black Oxfords to go with it to really tie some of this together. And I'm using tweezers to get the shirt into the jacket first, and this will just make it easier. I used Velcro for the front, and I took off the hands so that I can just slip it on real quickly and then put the hands back on and then put the pants on afterwards. I also took his feet off so the pants will go on easy as well, but also I'm going to eventually put them inside the shoes. So here I am getting the hands back in, and it's just really easy to dress him up this way. Now I'm going to pull his jacket apart, pull his jacket down so I can just tuck in his shirt. Using the tail version of the button-up shirt was the best idea, especially considering I wanted it to be a tucked-in shirt. Now I did forget to make his little tie. I think that is a project for another day. I can do some sublimation printing and print out the pattern of his tie and put it on him himself so that he has the right tie. I'm also considering 3D printing a belt buckle with the TVA logo on it. I think that would be very good. But these are projects for another time. I just really wanted to get his outfit done, and the rest of it will just come at a later date. I was just really proud of having the outfit, especially the jacket. I just absolutely love it. It is so cute. The little variant logo on the back just makes me smile. And the fact that the TVA patch on the front pocket, or the front epaulette, whatever, the lapel, that's it, lapel, on his chest is really cute. And the fact that you can read it is just so nice. Now I put this together without his head because his head can get in the way. So I put on the head last, and it just really adds that last final touch of just, yes, there we go. Oh my God, I absolutely adore this project. I was so happy to have a TVA Loki. I think my next one, I'm going to make the jumpsuit that he wears at the very beginning, the first episode. And yeah, that is what it is for today. I hope you like this video. He is gorgeous. I picked the cutest faceplate to go with it because he just looks a little bit concerned and doesn't know what's going on. Anyway, if you like this video, don't forget to give it a like, add a comment if you want to say something, and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you. Bye-bye.